Do women only want men with money? You may be wondering whether all women are drawn to wealthy men after seeing the rich and powerful with a barrage of attractive arm candy. I would most definitely think the same way if I were a man who didn't know how women actually think. But since I happen to be a woman, am I? Mm. And I have known plenty of women from different backgrounds and different cultures from around the world, then the answer would be a big fat no. If I could make that big fat no into a big fat font, I would. Oh, looky there, I did. If we look back to the days of yore, the only option available to these women at that period of history, when women were not granted the opportunity to earn a good living, was to wed a man who could support them. The more wealthy, the better, as one man would then be able to support the rest of her family, including her very hungry stomach. The necessity to marry Mr. Moneybags is no longer necessary in today's culture, since women have been given the opportunity to earn as much as they labor for. Or did it actually change? After all, we see an 18-year-old hottie taking care of a 90-year-old billionaire. And I'm not talking about a lady with a bachelor's of nursing degree taking care of her patient, if you know what I mean. A woman who is reared in an environment where poverty is the norm will seek out ways to ensure that she never goes hungry again, no matter what the cost. And if she has that mentality, her only option, her only option in her head, is that she is to wed a wealthy man so that that man will take care of her for the rest of her life. However, an admirable woman who, in spite of her background, believes that she is in charge of her own fortune and destiny and not some man who serves as her financial bank account. Beware of the gold digger. How gold digging became synonymous with a person who forms relationships with others purely to extract money from them is beyond me. I pity the elves who go into mines to extract some piece of rock, because now they have to change your business cards to AU extractors instead. Ways to spot a gold digger. Number one, she rejects inexpensive gifts or dates. No matter how simple a gift or a date may be, a good woman will appreciate them since the fun is being with you. Number two, she has extremely expensive taste. A gold digger goes overboard in an effort to entice a wealthy man to pay for her luxurious possessions or obsessions. A man once related to me the story of a woman who had a pair of $700 shoes and was shocked when her date took her to a restaurant that wasn't rated 5 stars since her shoes didn't go with the setting. FYI, most women do not own $700 pair of shoes. They're usually under 75, and if it's on sale, the better. Number three, she's materialistic and shallow. Buy her a gift if she's upset with you, and she'll soon forget why she was upset in the first place. This is how gold diggers operate. They're extremely egotistical and materialistic, and the only way to appease them is by catering to their upscale taste. Number four, interested in how much you make. Most women are more interested in your line of work than your wealth. Typically, individuals are aware that asking about money is impolite and refrain from doing so. On the first few dates, a lot of wealthy guys want to give their annual income, even when they aren't asked. Most men equate their level of achievement with their suitability as partners. So they miss the cues that a woman is asking too many questions about how much they make. On numerous occasions, men have shown off their wealth in front of me, believing that I would salivate or that would impress me, but the opposite actually occurs because I am utterly disgusted. The reason being, number one, is that I believe that the man has nothing to offer than his money. And number two, he gives me the impression that this is what draws me to men. And I am not the only one who is repulsed by wealth flaunting. Plenty of other women do not like this. What, therefore, in terms of money, attracts women to men? Financial responsibility is the root. Most women are looking for men who are responsible, not necessarily wealthy men. Women merely want to know whether a man is trustworthy with money. Can he stand on his own without our assistance? Will he be able to provide for his family financially and be the kind of husband they need? Time and ambition are also important. It's not typical for a man in his 20s to make as much money as an experienced CEO. But if a man in his 50s continues to make the same amount working at his neighborhood McDonald's as he did when he was 19, a woman would worry that neither of their incomes will be enough to cover their living expenses. I've heard a lot of men mention the myth that women only find rich men attractive, which prevents these men from going after the women they want. Such a pity, because the same women that they're attracted to are actually looking for something deeper than a man's pockets. This is the reason I teach guys how to understand what truly draws women to them and how to tap into that hidden yearning of what makes women gravitate toward men. I work with men to help them interact with women successfully so they can attract the ones they desire in the most natural, instinctive way possible. So, click on the link and book a free 30-minute call with me. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos.